ワーデン・オブ・ザ・コースト続きをプレイしていきましょう。メインストーリーの方が最終局面の方まで来てるみたいで、これ以上進むとサブクエストとかができなくなっちゃうぜっていう風に警告が出たんでね、今回からサブクエの方を消化していこうと思います。で、手始めにこの後ろにいるヘイデン、船の操舵士をやってくれてた人ですね。こいつのサブクエをやっていくところからですね。で、今目的地の近場まで来てるのかな。それでは行ってみましょう。ここか。お、
Would you mind waiting here?
And miss out on an assassination? You're crazy.
Calling it an assassination is awfully generous.
Fine. But you owe me for every minute I waste away in boredom.
You would prevent me from witnessing bloodshed? Oh, that is most cruel, fermented one. Why must you torment me so?
And you thought my morals were questionable. There's something ahead?
特に会話があるわけじゃないよ。これすごいのが、メンバーの組み合わせによって会話が変わるのかな。これ多分他のやつ持ってきたら他のやつがセリフあるんやもんな。すごいな。お、こいつか？
That's him.
あ、おう。
You want to do it, or should I?
どっちがやるか決めんのか。約束したのはあなただ。お前がやれと。聞かれないと思ってた。彼に話を聞いてみよう。聞かれないと思ってた。
You're scary, you know that?
私がやるよと。ちょっと
Out
話してみようか。
What do you see?
あ、できないわ。やっちまえばいいのかい。ああ、これな。
You're braver than I expected. Well,
あ、これで終わり？
I guess. Let's just get out of here, all right?
話した方が良かったんかな。
At your service.
もうこれで終わり？あ、いや、まだあるわ。外出りゃいいの？こっちまだなんか道あるな。ここか。どっから行けるんや。ん？いや、なん見当たれへんな。まあ、後でとりあえず出ようか。
Need something?
何か気になることがあるのか。
Oh, I never have anything on my mind, Dova. Should there be? I could make something up if you'd like. Alright, so the word sent
終わっ
has a silent letter,
た
right?
のか？
But is it the S or the C?
明らかに C。なぜ S じゃないと？学者に見えるか。はてどうしたものか。やっと誰かが重要な質問をするようになった。どういうこと？
Right? Is the very foundation of our language a lie? I'm gonna need the clarifying powers of a me to make sense of this anomaly.
酒飲み出したぞこいつ。終わってないよな。
Does expecting the unexpected make the unexpected
想
expected?
定外を想定すると想定外が想定になるのか。どうだろう。頭が痛くなるからやめてくれ。 今シラフでいられるわけがない。そうなんだ。理由は予想外を予想したのだからもう予想通りなんだ。いや、想定外を想定できるなら想定外じゃないだろう。そうやな。
Of course. Why didn't I see it that way? Cheers! Toretto effectively debunked!
また酒飲むんや。これどうやったらクエストクリアになる？あれか、船に戻んのかな。ちょっと船戻ってみようか。一瞬あれでもうサブクエ終わりなんかなって思ったんですけどね、まだまだあるみたいで。これかな。今70なんで当分まだまだありますね。で、どうやらあれから1日ぐらい、半日ぐらいかな、ちょっと時間を空けてから話すると進むみたい。
At your service. You
オッケーオッケ
remember
ー。
that maniac we killed earlier?
そいつがどうした？
Rumor has it he was involved with some ancient Daedric witchcraft called memory manipulation.
記憶操作。
The villagers want to discourage others from following suit, and I may or may not have promised to help them again.
またあんま覚えてないんや。
The ability to wipe certain elements of one's memory and replace them with a fictional past. I know, the practice is pretty obscene to me too. Not very reliable either, as we've witnessed firsthand.
素晴らしい。今度は誰を殺すんだ？
I can't fault you for making that assumption, but this time, there won't be any murder. I hope.
微妙やな。どのような手助けだ？
They want me to post bulletin boards in each of the main villages, warning against the dangers of such witchcraft.
村の掲
Not a
示
very
板か。あっ
effective
たな、それ。
deterrent in my opinion, but I agreed to it, so yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing now.
こういう約束はやめた方がいい。
Tell me about it. It seems every time I throw back a few meads, I can't help but commit to these wild and gratuitous pacts.
酔った勢いの約束ならばどうして履行する必要がある？
It just means a lot to me. Keeping my word, that is. I've only broken it a handful of times, most of which still haunt me.
何があった？
I'm sorry. I'm just not prepared to talk about it. Trust issues and all that. We have a community service to attend to, remember? Let's focus on that.
肝に銘じておこ
Whenever
う。
you have time.
各村の掲示板を掲揚で読むのかな。とりあえず掲示板行ってみようか。これ掲示板なん？
That should do the trick.
そういうことね。記憶操作に対する警告。島民の皆様へ記憶操作に加担した者が精神異常をきたしたとの報告が相次いでいます。儀式に関わった者は直ちに通報してください。何かを見たら知らせてください。これを各村でやっていかなきゃならんのか。ここもそうやし、ここもか。はいはいはい、なるほどね。
Whew, halfway done. This calls for a mandatory meat break.
お前何もしてへんやんけ。そうそう、こっちのこれかなって思ったけど、これはなんかまた別なんや。契約家具打ち。なんやろそれ。討伐？討伐シナリオ、イベント、クエストか。村の隣にいる家具打ちが市民や観光客を襲っています。彼らのリーダーを殺した者には報酬が支払われますと。
Another corpse for the
Looks
pile.
like we've drawn the attention of the local hag. Don't make any sudden movements. These things are unpredictable.
Such ignorance. Memory manipulation is a
どこに
timeless
おんねんあいつ。
practice.
おっ
A
と
gift from
あんな
our
遠くに。
ancestors. You only fear it because you fail to understand the importance of such an ability.
put this? Neither of us care. We're just couriers of this operation.
And yet you still condone these lies? It is a harmless endeavor when conducted properly.
Don't know about all that. We've seen contrasting evidence.
If you're referring to the mental mishaps, that only occurs if the subject struggles, refusing to part with their memories. I went through the treatment. Surely you can see I've suffered no such mental toll.
Debatable. Still, you waste your breath. We're just the messengers.
Outlanders.
That's it. Well, until my next ill-conceived promise at least. Thanks for the help.
飲む量が減れば約束も減るかもしれないな。なぜそこまで自分を厳しく律するのか。
I guess it's just a form of dealing with the past. There's something I'm not proud of buried beneath all the mead and carelessness. Something I could have prevented if I just stood by a simple promise.
嫌なら話さなくていいんだよ。何があった？
It was during the war. I was an Imperial Tribune in charge of a small squadron of men. They were the closest thing I had to brothers. One day, the Stormcloaks had us pinned between a river and the mountainside. There were a handful of skirmishes. Few people died. Neither side gained any ground. Eventually, orders came down to evacuate the area. Not for my men, just for me. I remember how we sat around the fire before I left, reminiscing about our days in the 11th Training Regiment. That's when Quester Servius pulled me aside and requested something I'll never forget. He asked me not to abandon them to such a doomed fate, to stand beside them until reinforcements arrived. I looked him in the eye and told him I'd be back for them as soon as I was able. That was the last promise I ever broke.
彼らはどうなったのだろうか。
Stormcloak raiding party. 2 days after I rode off, they left no survivors.
それが戦争だ。物事が起こり、人が死ぬ。残念だ。帝国の操り人形、ざまあみろ。それはまさに戦争だ。あなたは命令に従ったまでだ。あなたにできることは何もなかった。まあ一番下やねんけど、ちょっと上のこれしてみる。
And I should have died with them. We've got other things to worry about. I'd like to focus on them instead, if you don't mind.
村人たちは自分たちのコミュニティの中で記憶操作が行われないようにしたいと願っている。そのために4つの村にそれぞれ掲示板 やったな、ここは。じゃあ次はまたあれか、ちょっと時間がいるのかな。あ、なんかある。あなたのことをもっと知りたい。
Is that so? Let's see here. I started my first fight when I was 8.
あ、クエストと関係ないな。まあいいか、ついでやから話してみよう。
Bedded my first damsel at 16. I'm a high-functioning alcoholic, an exceptionally average gambler, and a low-profile fugitive
高
from
機
the
能ア
Imperial
ルコール
Legion.
中毒ってなんやねんな。
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Life is easy to summarize when your greatest achievement is your tavern debt.
あなたの人生のあらすじはなんだか憂鬱だ。最初の試合はどのように始めたのか。初めての蜂蜜酒は何だった。
It was a local blend, made with juniper berries. After I got past the gag reflex, I knew being a washed-up drunk was my calling in life.
きっとそれ以上のものを目指しているのだろう。
True. I don't talk about it very often, but I'd like to run my own tavern one day. I already know a thing or two about brewing, and there are few individuals more qualified for such an occupation. The trouble comes from my status with the Imperials. A nameless, wandering drunk is harder to identify as a criminal than the resident innkeeper. Well, I'll figure it out one day.
ストームクローク領で酒場を開くのはどうだろう。どうだろう。
With the war still raging on? At this point, either side could claim victory. It would be better just to wait until the conflict is resolved.
酒場の名前は？
I'm glad you asked. I'm stuck
やっぱ
between a few
基本
ideas
的
as
に
to
は一番下を選ぶと話が進むっぽいよな。
in honor of our prolonged misfortune. The aloof paladin, an ode to our favorite priggish companion, or the leaky maiden. Well, that's a story for another day. Any preference?
これに1票でしょ。
I was kind of thinking the same. It's settled then. If I ever get around to opening it, the Dovahkiin drinks for free.
おお、やったぜ。今どこまで行ったんやろ。今これで110が終わったところか。多分またここで時間がかかったりするのかな。じゃあとりあえず今回これで終わっとこうかなって思ったけど、あれをやろう。カグーチ殺しに行こうぜ。カグーチってなんやねんな。
Tidings.
Please don't kill me!
Please don't kill me.
that!
I might die from that.
何あ、こいつか。何これ。何やこいつ。
Get out of here.
変な形してる。
Please don't kill me. I might die from that.
そんなに強くはないな。
That takes care of that.
あ、全部倒した。やるねみんな。報酬を得るために戻る。あ、こっちか。おお、貝殻500。貝殻結局使い道なんなんか分からんねんけどな。どこ
How
に
can
あ
I
る？
assist?
こんなとこに焼けた死体が。普通の死体もあるけど、何でどこで使えばいいんやろな。まあいいか。じゃあとりあえず今回これで終わりってことで。